Okay, so every day you get an email from Arrive Can,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says, you're in day 10 of your quarantine. Complete your daily check-in. It's already filled out. We don't have any signs. And then that's it, bud. Thank you for completing today's self-check-in. And we do that till day 14.
Morning, everyone. So we decided to shoot a quarantine video, and I'm having my breakfast at the same time, by the way. We decided to shoot a quarantine video because some of our family and friends are asking how quarantine is going, and where are you? We're in Calgary, but where are you in Calgary? And how it was. So we thought we'll just do a quick little video, kind of how we got to Calgary, what the regulations were, the restrictions were, where we're quarantining, and maybe what we do in quarantine, because we have 14 days. So I think earlier on in the video, you probably saw me doing a survey. We have to do a survey every day, and I think we're on day 10 of quarantine. So how did we get here? So as most of you know, we were in Costa Rica, and then on Feb 12th, our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, came up with different regulations and restrictions as of Feb 22nd. So we were supposed to come back on Feb 24th. We only had medical insurance for 60 days to leave the country, COVID insurance. That's a whole other video, by the way. Anyway, so we're supposed to come home on the 24th, and then because of the new regulations on the 22nd, having to stay in a mandatory hotel, government hotel, we decided we don't want to go through that mess, so let's get home early if we can, and we were able to. And the reps at Air Canada were unbelievable in trying to help us out, which was great. So we got home on the 21st. We flew from San Jose to LAX, from LAX to Toronto, from Toronto to Calgary, and here we are, just probably about a kilometer from the Calgary airport. Before leaving, though, you had to get a COVID test. We're going to show you that COVID test. It was okay for me. Brent struggled a little bit because he has a broken nose, so that was interesting. So we had to get a COVID test, and then we had to input our information on Arrive Can app. So if you are traveling right now, that's something that you're going to have to do. Interesting part is, I thought it was interesting that we didn't actually have to upload our COVID results, but basically we just held on to the paper, and many times throughout the trip we were asked to show those COVID results. We actually flew United to LAX, and then Air Canada to Toronto, and then Calgary. For United, though, we did have to upload that information prior to getting on the flight. So every flight is different, basically. And then basically on the very first day, that's day 1 of your quarantine, once you land in Canada or at your destination point, which was Calgary for us. And then from there, you quarantine for 14 days. And there's obviously all kinds of restrictions for quarantining, which make total sense, basically. And those restrictions can be found on the government website. As I said, we are in day 10. The one thing that you do have to do every day is they send you a reminder to fill out a quick survey, which basically asks if you have symptoms. It takes approximately, seriously, I think you saw me do it today, like 5 seconds probably, because they already have the survey, the answers filled out for you. And unless it changes, you change to yes, I have symptoms, I guess. And then in addition to that, the second day we were here, we actually had a phone call from, I guess, a screening officer maybe, just confirming that we were in the hotel. And then he asked us some other questions. And then in addition to that, we've had 2 quarantine officers or screening officers. I'm not exactly sure what they're called. The first one was for me, and I think that was on day 3 maybe. And so he came actually to the hotel, and we met him at the door, and then we answered some questions there too. Great guy. Unfortunately, the left doesn't know what the right is doing right now with the government and the department, whoever, I guess, or Canada Health maybe, I guess, who's organizing all this. I've been trying to do some research on it, because instead of basically us talking to both Brent and I, officially, then it was just me. And then another guy showed up on Saturday, basically 2 days later, to do the same thing with Brent. And we talked to them and said, wouldn't it be more efficient if only one officer came out to do both of us at the same time? And that would be the consensus. But even they say every day in their job, they get different directions, I guess. So it hasn't quite, the kinks haven't quite been worked out yet. But anyway, it is what it is. And after day 14, we will be getting in the van and then heading to Ontario to see both of our parents. So we're excited about that I should say. And for now, Brent's gonna give you a tour of where we are living for the 14 days. Okay, so here's our home away from home in the Homewood Suites near the Calgary airport. So here's Buddy doing his dishes. So as you can see, we rented the Hilton, just a hotel room for the 2-week stay. It has a kitchen with a microwave and a full fridge, and we get our groceries delivered. If you do not use Instacart to get your stuff delivered, do so. It's amazing. And anyway, little living room that suffices, and a bedroom, typical little suite, I guess, in a hotel room. And you can see we have a variety of different containers. And you got to remember that these actually were in our van for the 2 months that we were in Costa Rica. And they basically have all of our winter stuff in it. And a bathroom.
You're wearing my shirt backwards, dear, just so you know.
Pardon?
You're wearing my shirt backwards, just so you know.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not on video. And you are.
Yes.
What did you just say to me? I said, okay, what are you doing now?
I said trying to figure out how to avoid you.
It's pretty hard to avoid me in a...
It is.
In
a telephone booth?
In a telephone booth, exactly. Anyway, but that's good actually. So, okay, so we're in day 10 and you were good. We were good up until like what?
Yesterday.
Yeah, and then we started to get a little...
I think we were so tired from all the activity in Costa Rica, a week of rest was fine. But
yeah,
I'm ready to get going. But we only have a few days left. So
yeah.
It hasn't been bad.
No.
Especially when you look at what's happening with the government hotels. We made the right call.
Yeah, and we certainly occupy our life just sort of almost like normal, like you're in your retirement days. We get up, we exercise, have breakfast.
Don't do anything other than that.
Yeah, other than that. And eat.
Enjoy it.
We cook.
That's not normal.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, not enough activity in the afternoon, but a lot of reading and kind of learning and researching and doing all that kind of stuff. But we'll be glad to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are.
Yeah, looks good. Right.
So, the correct form to do this is that I have to do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because here is the nasopharyngeal. People think that the stick is going to go to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine a little stick trespassing your bone? It's impossible. How can this stick go into your brain? It's impossible. It's not anatomical sense.
No.
So it's gonna be here.
Okay.
So focus on your mouth breathing. Mouth. Good. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Good. Excellent. I'm gonna roll it. I wanna do the other one because you are so brave. Okay, let's do the other. Don't worry about tears. That is normal. Tears is gonna go out. And that's it. No drama. Llama. Excellent. Good job. Take off that mask. Take off that mask. Open. Say yeah. Good.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Ah. My own protection.
Smart.
Relax. This one is the broken hole, right?
No, the other one.
Breathe. You're okay, honey.
Okay.